Hello everyone! Today we continue working with the leopard dress. I wasn't planning to show you anything but designing, but then I realized that some techniques may seem complicated. I wouldn't do what I'm going to do now if it wasn't a tutorial. I'll outline the full-size front and back on the tracing paper and show you how to make patterns for facing and lining. It's true that I'm going to waste a lot of tracing paper, but I won't make a mistake in the item. It's very important. I'll show you what to do. For such dress, you need to buy at least 180 centimeters of fabric. But I have just 150 centimeters. This was the only piece left in the shop. I'm making a copy of a dress of a tracing paper now. I'll be working with the back first and then with the front. I'll show you everything. You may think that it's very hard to make an asymmetric item, but it's not. Now I need to put the item and the pattern wrong side to the wrong side. A sign that this is the wrong side. I'll sign the bow too. I'll cut it off. Sign all the details in order not to have any problems. My problem is that I don't have enough fabric for a welt, so it will be very small. You'll see what you need to do, so you'll be able to decide how to do it. I've already cut the full-size pattern at the back, and now I need to do the same thing with the front. I'll show you what to do with the tucks. There were no tucks on the back, so it was easier to work with it. I think that you can use this dress as an example and make any other symmetrical dress. You may not understand why am I doing this now. It's better to spend half an hour making a pattern and cut a lining and welt easily than to make mistakes. If you make a mistake, you'll spend hours trying to fix it. It's not my type of working. That's it. Now I'll show you how to transfer the tucks. The pins mark the tucks. I make 2 small notches here. Here is a tuck on the other side too. This is the center of a bust. I pin it. Now I turn the pattern and put a mark here on the notches. Now I can draw a tuck according to these marks. I need to do the same thing on the other side. I've already made the notches. Now I pin the center of the bust and turn the pattern. I put 3 marks here, in the center and on the notches. Now I can draw a tuck. Be very attentive. I've already signed the previous detail, and I need to sign this one too. Sign the wrong side. I write wrong side front. The same thing here. Now I can finally move on to making lining and welt. I put the first part of the pattern next to this one. You can see that the both details are signed. I don't have much of the fabric left, so I'll make the welt in the armholes 2.5 centimeters wide. You can make it wider, 3 or 3.5 centimeters wide. Remember that I'm making such a small welt because the piece of fabric was 150 centimeters long. You should buy 180 centimeters of fabric. I draw a line this way. Now I need to sign the details. Welt, lining. This line should be symmetrical. So I fold the pattern in half. This is the welt. It should be cut of the same fabric as the item itself. This is the lining. What do we need to do now? I need to make a welt with a very thin adhesive material. Then I need to cut the lining. Do not forget to add 7 mm for the seams. When I sew these two details together, lining and welt, I'll get a full-size dress. Now I need to do the same thing with the back. It's very important to sign all the details. It's very easy to make a mistake. I'm trying to make the welt as small as possible. I don't have much of the fabric left. I've drawn the line on the back and cut the welt. This is the welt. It should be made of the same fabric as the item itself. And this is the lining. I write it down that I need to add 7 mm for the seams. You can see that the inner part of the dress is even to the item itself. I put the welt aside for now. Do not forget to sign it. Have a look at the table. I folded the silk lining in half, as well as the patterns, and put them on the table. I'll cut a one-piece lining. I won't cut the tucks. I'll just outline them with pencil. The only thing will be left to do is to cut the welts using these patterns and to attach them to the lining. I wasn't planning to show you how to make this dress so thoroughly, but I want you to understand how to do it. You can already start working on it. Notice that you should try a dress on first, then fix all the mistakes, try a dress on once again, and only then start making the welts and linings. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Irina. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.